What do you really need to know before going on? Here's my personal top, very few list of commands that everyone needs to master before being able to go on. The most obvious one is help. Help will give you help. But as you can see, it's going to give you help with a whole lot of stuff. You don't really know what you need just yet. You need help with something specific. Now let's think about something specific. Clearly, the command to plot something is going to be called plot. Well, how will we use it? You will type help plot. What that's going to do is tell you exactly how Matlab's plot function works. Obviously, you may not know the specific command that you want help with. You need to be able to look for something. Now, the command to look for something in Matlab is called look for. Let's assume that we want some help with plotting. How about we try look for plotting? What Matlab is doing now is going through all its help functions, all its command comments, and give you which ones may be relevant to your search. Now, the command plot doesn't actually show up here, but look for plot. It's going to return a whole lot of matches. And somewhere in there will be the command plot. And then, of course, you can ask for help with that particular plot. Help plot. Now that's two, help and look for. You might want to know what plot does. Matlab has a handful of functions to tell you exactly what something does. The first one that's useful is which. Which will tell you which function, which Matlab function named plot it is actually using. So if I type which plot, it will tell me this is a particular type of a function that sits inside of some toolbox that is this particular one, applications, Matlab, and so on. And that's the function it uses to plot. Now, we can't really do very much with that information, but most other functions that have specific pieces of code doing specific pieces of things are going to tell you how they are used. A command that we will use could be image sc. Help image sc is going to give me a short amount of information on how to do a certain particular thing. Help image c will tell you scale the data, displays an image, which image sc is going to tell you which precise function it's actually using, where it's at, a full path, in other words. This will come in very handy when you make your own plots. Now, if you want to look precisely what this function does, and it is not a built-in, like plot, is not going to tell you exactly how it does it. It's a built-in function. But what I'm using here is the command type. Type image sc is going to give you exactly the code that is image sc. And you can see that it's reading some input and doing some things, and it is calling the particular function image, which, if you want help with that, you'll type help image. Now type went to the file that was, or the command or the code that was the result of which, and tells you exactly what's inside of that command so that you can learn how it does what it does. You've seen that if I type image.sc, that I need to scroll up. My screen may be too short. A function that you definitely will need is called more, and more comes with two types, more on and then more off, and if you just type more, it'll go to the other one. Here I'll be explicit, I'll type more on. What more on does is, if I then ask for type some function, it's going to stop at the end of a screen full. I can go down a line by hitting the return button. I can get out of this whole more business by typing the letter Q. And I can go to the end of whatever it is, or the next screen full, rather, by using the spacebar. Spacebar in this case goes to the end, and it completes it and it quits more. Help, look for type, which, and more. Those are definitely my top 5 commands.